Good morning everyone, it's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess to do the Aries reading. Aries, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. The camera's really dark today, so I'm really not quite sure what's going on. I've had so much fun with this Mercury retrograde. It's been a little bit challenging, the old Mercury retrograde. Never bothered me before. I used to always think, wow, it doesn't happen, that doesn't affect me at all. But this one, I think it's my Scorpio ascendant. Okay, Aries. If the reading resonates with you, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. If it doesn't resonate with you, make sure you check out other aspects of your natal chart. Your moon, your rising or ascendant, and also your Venus being the primary planets to check. But you can check lots of others too. Okay, let's see what's going on for you here. All right. Oh, what a way to start the day. We have the Judgment card coming through. So the Judgment card is a card that talks about rebirth, being reborn. It's sort of, when you look at the major arcana in the tarot, it's sort of coming towards the end. So there's the Judgment and then there's the World. So it's sort of like the rebirth and the closing out of things that no longer serve you. So it's sort of the end of your lessons. It can talk about people returning from the past, talking about Mercury retrograde. It can talk about, you know, having a rebirth yourself, like an awakening or some sort of calling here. So you could be being called to do something that you haven't done before. Okay, so we have the Five of Wands coming through. The Five of Wands talks about conflict, but this is mental conflict for you. So there's sort of like this energy here of being confused about something. And maybe you're walking away from something here because of the confusion or the mental anguish is what Spirit's talking about. You may be walking away from something in order to rebirth yourself here. So maybe you've had enough of something here. Three of Wands. Okay, so for some of you, it's like, I'm looking towards the future thinking, I can't do this for the rest of my life. I can't keep doing this. This is done. I feel like we're seeing a lot of endings here this month. But there's some sort of looking towards the future thinking, I can't keep doing this. I can't stay in this energy. I've got to move on. And there we have the Ace of Wands. So there's a brand new start coming through for you. I think you're making a decision, to some of you, to change your job, some of you to change work. I feel like you're looking at your job thinking, I just can't keep doing this forever. You may have grown a lot spiritually, educationally. You may have, you know, brought new talents into your life. And I feel like to me, like you're really, Nine of Swords, anxiety. That's the anguish Spirit was talking about. There's like this energy of, I need to break out of this. I can't be in this energy forever. It's done, it's dusted, I'm done. All right. So we have here the Empress. Okay, so I like this energy, this High Priestess, not Empress, High Priestess energy. I knew what I was talking about, but I called the Empress. It's the energy of listening to your higher self, of listening to your intuition. It's the energy of going within. Sometimes the High Priestess can hold secrets. So it could be you're not really sure what you want to move towards yet. You just know that you don't want to keep doing what you're doing. So it's very much this energy of not knowing what's out there, but it's sort of the Fool energy. It's like you don't know what's out there, but you know what you don't want. And you're letting go of what you don't want to go after something, but you don't know what it is yet. Beautiful. All right, so we have the Two of Cups coming through. So for some of you, this could be about romance, about love. It could also be about business. So it may be that you've been working with someone in a business that you don't want to work with anymore. But it also could be that you're moving away from work to invest yourself in a business. So it can be that as well. But it could be a relationship for some of you, moving away from a relationship. There's some sort of truth that's been shown to you here. You've had some sort of wake-up call. Somebody has poked you with a stick. The universe may have poked you with a stick. You know, sometimes we stay in things long beyond what we should. You know, they go past their use by date, but yet we're still there. And then they go off, and then it becomes toxic, and then it just becomes deadly. And it's like sometimes you just need that little poke to get you going. And I feel like that's what you've got here. So you've had some sort of communication, indication. 8 of Swords here, wow. You really are locked into some sort of anxiety about this situation. There's very much this energy of going round in circles, perhaps in your own head, trying to work out what direction to go in. Whatever this is, if this is a relationship for you, it could be that, you know, I'm looking over the don't cry over spilt milk thing because she spilt something on the ground here. These two of cups here. Not only is there something spilt on the ground, but these people are both wearing masks. And it's unusual in the decks because it doesn't usually look that way. But there's this feeling here that there's been some deceit between either you and a partner, you and a romantic partner, or you and a workplace, where something's been hidden from you and you've just found out. And I feel like that's what's given you the clarity here. Somebody may have got like promoted over the top of you, or you may have been told something that wasn't true. There's no transparency here, and you're starting to see something for what it is. So whether this is a relationship, partnership, or a work situation, it's like the truth is being revealed to you here with this High Priestess. You're knowing something, and it's relieving this sort of anxious energy here. The Hermit's coming through, so now the thinking starts. Now we go back to the drawing board. All right, so we have the King of Cups coming through. I feel like you're very emotional over this. 3 of Swords. Okay, so the deceit I talked about for some of you could be in a relationship. You may have found out that somebody's been, they're wearing a mask, but they may have had someone else in the picture. Something is being revealed to you here that's creating a great deal of anxiety. And I feel like you're going inside to make decisions on how you want to move forward. There's very much this feeling of deep hurt, of deep pain coming through here. And this energy of needing to move away, to it's not so much moving away, it's almost like you're understanding you have to change something yourself. That's more the energy here. Because of the pain, you're changing something within you. There we go, Ace of Pentacles coming through. I like it a lot. There we go, 2 of Pentacles, choices. A choice to move in a new direction. 21, the World. So we start with Judgment, we finish with the World. Beautiful. So there's something here that you are changing about yourself here. So something has happened, whether that's at work, in a romantic situation, whatever it is. This is not so much about the situation here, although I do see you hurt and angry. It's more about you saying, I've stuck with this for so long that it was inevitable something was going to happen. And it's like you've gone past and ignored your feelings or your thoughts or your intuition. You've ignored it, knowing that something was coming. And now it's come in. It's like you now need to review who you are and what you want. So it's almost like you anticipated this before. So there's a brand new start. There's a new opportunity being offered here. And for those of you, this is a work situation. There is something new coming in for you here. But this pain and hurt and this going inside has to happen because you've been wearing some sort of mask here. So you've been pretending within this situation that you were happy, you were content, you didn't speak up and say, this isn't right for me, I need to move on, and you've been resistant. And because of that, the universe has gone, you know what? You can't be resistant forever. Here comes that poke. Here comes that wake-up call. And you're about to close out some sort of cycle here. But I feel like with the Judgment card and the World card, this is a cycle of yours. This is it's like you've realized you've been on a karmic journey. It's like you've realized now that you've gone way past the use by date on this particular thing. And you're walking away from something because you've learned everything you needed to learn. You're done. You're finished. And you have a brand new start here and a choice to change those things about yourself that you didn't like. I love it because I can see a tiny, weeny little butterfly here. So it's like you're coming out of a cocoon here and moving towards something that's much more rewarding for you with the Ace of Pentacles. But you're not taking this Ace of Pentacles lightly here because you're changing things about yourself. So it's like you've been so bogged down for so long and so entrapped in this situation, whatever it is for you, that you're starting to understand you've become someone that you don't really want to be. May even be somebody you don't like here with the mask on. Maybe you realize you've been pretending to be something else or someone else for so long, and now you're getting an opportunity to step out of your shadow and step into the light of who you are. But there's a change, there's a huge change for you here. And you are actually deciding to make the change for yourself rather than just sitting back and allowing things to pass you by. And that's what's nice, Aries. You're not letting things pass you by anymore. You've accepted, you've just sort of gone with the flow. You've not really got the understanding here of how much better life could be if you just accept this is done and dusted. So let's pull your Moonology card. Oh, and there it is. Oh, the answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. Okay. This card is a reminder that it's important to speak your truth, but remember that your words have consequences and impact your listener. Right now, you need to guard against indiscretion. The answers you need may well come soon. The issue you're facing, oh, I whistled then. The issue and again, never done that before. The issue you're facing could be one or few conversations away from being resolved. If you're inquiring about a love situation, a little flirting may be called for. If you're in the middle of an argument, this card comes to you as a reminder of the old, very non-Gemini message, least said, soonest mended. It's good to talk, but be careful you aren't causing any issues with your words. Words have enormous power. It's interesting, you create magic in your own reality every time you express yourself, and that's what you've not been doing. With the Judgment card, you're learning how to express yourself. Are you a person who's kept quiet in something, whether that's at work or in a relationship? Have you not expressed how you're feeling or how something's affecting you? Because sometimes we can create toxicity by not speaking up for ourselves, by not expressing what we want or expressing what we want in a relationship. We just sort of sit back. And the additional meaning for this card is don't be superficial, which gives rise to this mask here that you're wearing. So maybe in this situation, you've been wearing a mask rather than sort of being true to who you are and speaking up for yourself. It does say here job applications have good prospects. So I want to say to you, if this is about a job, then it looks like something is here with this Ace of Pentacles. Well, that's really interesting. Very interesting indeed. All right, Aries, thank you.